Let's go to comedy hype. Can we do a comedy hype piece? Yeah, let's do a comedy hype because these guys, man.
Next on deck with Tim Black.
Reporting live from Hyper Club House in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. Last week, former President Barack Obama would sit down with Hamilton College President Stephen Tepper as part of the school's Sacerdate series. Several moments from their conversation has caught the ears of the public, particularly Obama's admission that he could not get away with anything Donald Trump and the current administration are doing. D.L. Hughley would take that portion of the interview to post on his own social media.
Imagine if I had done any of this. I just want to be clear about this. Imagine if I had pulled Fox News' credentials from the White House press corps. You're laughing, but no, this is what's happening. Imagine if I'd said to law firms that were representing parties that were upset with policies my administration had initiated that you will not be allowed into government buildings. We will punish you economically for dissenting from the Affordable Care Act or the Iran deal. We will ferret out students who protest against my policies. It's unimaginable that the same parties that are silent now would have tolerated behavior like that from me.
They tried to take Trump out twice. Imagine the morons you got to have watching your show. Imagine the zombies, the brain-dead zombies that got to be watching you to believe the narrative, Trump got it easy. Have you been living under a rock or you just smoke him? They tried to take his life twice.
Or a whole bunch of my predecessors. So, and I say this not on a partisan basis. This has to do with something more precious, which is who are we as a country and what values do we stand for?
Throughout the clip, Obama would run down several of Trump's offenses that have had the American people upset. Obama would simply state that those in Congress would not have done the same for him 15 years ago when he was in office or any other president. Now, Hughley couldn't have agreed more with what former President Obama had to say.
You don't say. What? I'm so shocked. He only wrote a book for him, or a book about him, praising his every move. But yeah, let's go, keep going.
As his caption would read, "They lost their stuff over a tan suit." This, of course, was in reference to Obama's biggest controversy while in office, wearing a tan suit, as it was heavily criticized by political media personalities.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Obama did a lot of things that were horrible. I mean, he took us to war unnecessarily. He bombed the hell out of innocent people, knowing they had nothing to do with 9/11. He continued the bombing. He did things to black people indirectly, like, the Flint water thing. He could have reamed out the Republicans, the Republican governor of Michigan at the time. Could have got after him. Instead, he ran cover for him, went down there to photo op, pretended to drink the dirty water that has, to this day, a lot of poor kids, particularly black kids, in Flint, Michigan, with neurological disorders and learning disabilities because of that water. He famously told all black people, hey, I ain't the president of Black America, I'm a president of America. He didn't say that to LGBTQ or to the dreamers or the migrants, the other migrants that came across the border. Those of which the ones he did not deport, he did deport a lot of folks. But then he gave them a pathway to citizenship for so many others. There's a lot of things Obama did that were horrible. He bailed out Wall Street. He put Wall Street in his administration. He sold out to Wall Street and gave us a BS Republican healthcare plan that comedy hype or whatever this hype news, whatever you guys are, didn't take any attention or any time to read out. Of course, DL would never bring that up. It would boil it all down to a tan suit. Another thing, this notion that Trump gets away with stuff. No, he don't get away with stuff. He just doesn't care. Yeah, unlike Obama, Trump doesn't care what people say about him. He's going to do what he's going to do. He'll try to get you back in the end, but he doesn't care about bad publicity. I wish that Obama would have been like that and did, well, only if he was going to do some stuff that actually benefited us. Obama cared about what Republicans thought. Trump doesn't care about what Democrats think. Nah, he taunts Democrats who come after him, and he goes after them too. It's totally different. But this narrative that Trump gets away with, so what do you mean gets away with? What do you mean get away? What do you mean? You both are powerful people. I don't know, did you go to jail or something that I don't know about Obama? I mean, you got challenged in court. Trump's wrapped up in court now. His administration's been in court more than any other administration that I can recall. No one receives more negative coverage than Trump. What are you talking about? He gets away with stuff. He just doesn't care. You get away with stuff too if you don't care. You are in denial and you're carrying water for the Democrats. You should change your title from comedy hype to comedy Democrats or Democrats comedy, because you done sold your soul to the Democrats. And you may not know it or not, but that's not going to be good for you because it's going to be a long 4 years.
There were several notable social media users who stood with Obama and voiced their opinions in the comments under Hughley's video. Yamanika Saunders would write, "No."
Another friend of your channel. Now you're saying that Trump's getting an easy ride because he's white? What easy ride? They tried to lock, damn it, Johnson. Look, they tried to take him out twice. Damn, Johnson. Obama gets to play a victim. No, I'm a victim. We're all victims of Obama's presidency. He lied to us. He made us believe he was going to come in here and represent for us. And he went in there and represented for himself and his bank account. That's what happened. But now he's going to act like he's a victim, that he didn't have power as president? Really? Is that what we buying now? That's how goofy we are? Yamanika, you need to sit down. All of y'all need to sit down. I mean, Capone, man, what's up with your people? I noticed that Capone, I don't see Capone and Pierre much. Not that I can expect Pierre to say anything different. He go with the flow too. But Jesus Christ, man, they tried to take Trump out twice. Imagine the morons you got to have watching your show. Imagine the zombies, the brain-dead zombies that got to be watching you to believe the narrative, Trump got it easy. Have you been living under a rock or you just smoke him? They tried to take his life twice.
Just you, no one but you, and we know why. Don't soften it with, "and some of my other predecessors." Aries Spears is another comedian who jumped into the conversation by posting this.
Man, this goofball always got something to say defending Obama. I think he wants to be Obama's next chef. Yeah, I think Aries wants to work for Obama. Aries, they can't have you eating up all the food.
Same clip to his own social media. Regarding Obama's comments, Spears would say, "This is why it makes me sick to my stomach when I hear black people say, 'What did Obama do for us?'"
Why does that make you sick to your stomach? Why don't you start naming stuff? Yeah, why don't you name some stuff? Go ahead. Name things he did for us since, you get sick to your stomach. I don't think it's black people that make you sick to your stomach. I think that's bad Chinese takeout.
He wasn't Trump. That's what he did for us. Because if he was...
That's stupid. This is the epitome of symbolism. And look at this. Look at all the capital. This is how dumb black people think black people are. And sometimes that's what's disgusting. It's the level of dumb you have to suppose that black people are, that you would even write this, man. You know what he did for us? He wasn't Trump. Yeah, he can't be Trump. He can only be himself. That's not a benefit for other people. That's just nature and DNA, sir. Like, we can't take that to the bank and get a loan, Aries. You child. These people, most of them are parasites, hoping to be able to wrap their lips around the garden hose of Hollywood and be given, just someone turn the switch just a little so they can get a little bit of love from Hollywood. This is what it is.
Because some of white America would have never let us live it down. Obama was eloquent.
And see that, and this is goofy. white America would never let us live it down. What do you mean let us live it down? Man, we ain't got nothing to do with who they put in office. I mean, not really. Who's coming to you, Aries, and rubbing Obama in your face or rubbing Trump in your face? What are you talking about? We would never live it down. You know, we should not be able to live down a million dead Iraqis. The Flint water fiasco. All the black Americans that lost home. Do you realize how many black Americans lost businesses due to the recession that happened under Obama? Do you realize that? And those businesses, a lot of them never came back. Those became Uber drivers and Instacart drivers and Amazon workers. These are people that had businesses who ended up working at, at Home Depot from being business owners because of that damn recession. A lot of black people had their wealth in their homes. I know, Aries, you're not fond of books, or you know what that crash did to black Americans. It disproportionately hurt us. And we got you sitting up here making no mention at all of those things.
Intelligent, classy, efficient, and was
nothing to do. These are attributes that are up to your interpretation and up to your preferences. It's got nothing to do with reality, sir. You should not pick a president because he was classy. Nah, be effective. Put the money in the pocket. Lift people up out of poverty. Help middle class grow. End the wars. Get the health care. Where's the black anti-hate crime bill? Where's the forming of the damn stupid, the reparations argument? Why come he couldn't push that? If he would have done that, then you could say something. He did not do anything for black people. He did not want to take the hit. He could have done it. It probably got overturned by Congress or by the courts. He could have done it and be revered. He wouldn't even do it. That's the difference. Trump is doing stuff. We're going to cover it later in the show. There's some things Trump did. They got thrown back. But you know what? He will forever have done it. And that's one of the problems Black America has, and we need to get past this, is stop giving people credit for not doing stuff just because they're black. Stop always being like, well, he couldn't do nothing, he was black. If that's the case, why have him? If that's all you're going to do, you're going to have no expectations other than stay out of trouble. Now, I thought John Lewis said get in good trouble. Why didn't Obama get in good trouble? When you get in trouble for your people, that's called good trouble. That's what that is. What you gonna say? I thought you was a John Lewis fan, because all of you are. All of a sudden you get quiet because you want to defend them because it's popular.
Black excellence. Some of white America got upset over a tan suit.
Yeah, so was Diddy. Black excellence, black excellence, black excellence. Tan suit. Oh God. What happened to his tan suit? You know what? I don't hear anybody white talk about Obama's tan suit. Only sellout Democrats bring it up. What, did they burn his suit? Don't you get it? As if he didn't know it was going to be cutting across convention. That's why he did it. And he knew dummies like you and DL would defend it 10 years later. But they came out here for the tan suit. Aries is just not smart enough to have this conversation with. Either that or he's a bad actor. I mean, he's a bad actor, but he's phony.
Imagine if Obama behaved like Trump. Imagine if Obama incited January the 6th. Now, Spears isn't known for his political commentary.
And we know why, because Spears doesn't know shit. It should stay that way. But Spears said, I want some money. I want money. I want people to know who I is. I want people to put me on panels. Why would they do that? You don't know anything, Spears. You know you don't. Goofball. Okay, we done yet? We done here?
Like D.L. Hughley, the comments under Spears' social media account were more mixed, possibly reflecting the more conservative audience Spears attracts.
DL didn't really say anything. He just said, what about the royal suit, and got out of there. This dummy wrote in all caps 3 paragraphs and used half of what DL said. He don't know what to say. He just wants to play the social media game. Anything else? And we're going to leave it there. Hey, look, man. You know, it's okay not to know stuff, and it's okay to like who you like. But you can't rewrite history. You know, Obama, he was not the most tortured president of all time. I know you want to claim that. It just wasn't true. There were people on the fringe who were making pictures and memes of monkeys and stuff. Yeah, that happened. But that has nothing, that had no effect on Obama as a person, as a president, as commander-in-chief. Had no effect on his popularity overall or his policy. Had nothing to do with anything. It did not threaten his security or his agenda of what he was trying to get done. He got done what he wanted to get done. He legalized gay marriage, and he created the DREAM Act to help migrants. He got done what he wanted to get done. Oh, and he threw a big-ass bone to the pharmaceutical in Wall Street in the form of a Republican healthcare plan. He got what he wanted.
Perfect. You made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you. Now, Google thinks this next video is going to be perfect for you. It's right up your alley. So click the next video, watch that with me, and let's keep this politics going. You're built for this.